Today is December 16 and it's about data discovery, hierarchies, order properties and member properties. Here I have a small data service or data discovery cube. It's actually some zip code information about Danish locations, and we got these attributes. If I put those into a cross tab, just selecting a count measure and trying to add all of my attributes, country, state, province, county, place and postal code like this, those 5 attributes, and fetch data, then these are the data we will be able to extract from that. It looks like a 5 level hierarchy here, and it actually is, but you don't have the usual expand and collapse options as you would have with a normal hierarchy. So how do you actually create a hierarchy within a data discovery cube? Let's go into the cube itself, edit this, and right here in the lower left corner you have the option to add a hierarchy. New hierarchy, you apparently need to drag and drop columns into that position. So country as my first level, state as my second level, province or county as my third level, and place as my 4th level. At this time I'm not going to add my postal code as a 5th level. We'll get back to that later on. We just need to give this hierarchy a proper name, so maybe this one could be my zip Denmark hierarchy, and then save it and save the cube as well. So having done that, we can go to a new cross tab, do a count here, and have a look up here, and here's the new hierarchy. And when I fetch data for that, we can now see we got these expand level buttons and also the collapse level buttons down here, because it's now a hierarchy here with regions, Danish regions, and these are actually municipalities, and we can expand all the way down to the places like this. Now the places here, you can see over here that each place has got a corresponding postal code. It doesn't necessarily need to go in as a separate level as over here with its own subtotals, etc. It actually just gives a performance issue to extract data like that. Instead we can go into our cube again, edit that, and then add the postal code information as a so-called member property to my place attribute. So my place attribute is right here, and here we got the member property option, and I can just add postal code as the additional information about my place attribute. So saving that and going back here, we might need to go to our source data to refresh it here, and we can now see that the place attribute has now got this postal code member property information, and also in my hierarchy here. So if I just add that extra information, it goes in as just an additional column here with no subtotals and without any impact on performance. Let's add a third cross tab, and this time let's just do with the place attribute. Let's put it over here. And what I would like you to notice here is that of course these places are alphabetically sorted, the A's, B's, C, etc., as you see down here, and probably that's the logical way it should be, but you can change that sorting order if you like. Again, it's a property within your cube, so my place attribute, this one here, it's by default ordered by itself, but you can choose one of the other fields to be the sorting order, like postal code. So having saved the cube again, you should be able to see it when I refresh my data. You should see a different sorting order, and indeed now it's not being sorted by the place names, but apparently by the postal code, even though that we don't see the postal code. But of course I can just add that if I wanted to, like this. And now it's very clear that it is actually sorted by the postcode. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow you'll be able to see another tip from either me or from my colleague Nils.